recording?
Yes,
Alright.
I am recording
Save
now. This is our
And
third session that we're recording anyway, February 27th,
Tell Chris is here.
Saturday evening.
Probe.
Yes, that is a Slim Jim
Thank you.
A6 toy.
Fuck you, Joe. Can't it be both?
And
Man got last cup.
we are now going to recap our last session. We started off at Vana Sushi, where the three players of the group were all at. We had Dr. Quinn, who had stepped outside to make a phone call.
Yes. No, I don't think I ever left the car.
I think you stay in the car the
Yeah, I
whole
stayed in the
time.
car the
Oh,
whole time.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, so you had asked him to call in the blood hunt, so I assumed that you had like gone in. You were
Maybe
like,
I walked up to his car.
okay,
It
okay,
was
that
that
could've
easy
been true
enough.
too. So either way, Dr. Quinn was outside when two vans pulled up in front of the restaurant. He's like, "Oh, this is suspicious. I'll see what happens." He saw some flashes from inside the restaurant. It's like, "Oh, that's gunfire. I'm going." And he drove off.
Probably fucked right up.
Oh, this seems like something I shouldn't be involved in. So yeah.
I mean, you did try to call. Well, it was Mason in
Yeah,
the first
right,
session.
yeah.
But we
That was-
retconned to say that Mason was not, in fact, there. And so, but he found his cell phone didn't work. So he drove off. Meanwhile, these two were at the meeting with Samantha to discuss taking out the two Sabat when the power went out. And Samantha apparently acted suspicious in the eyes of at least one of the members, and they're like, okay, we should get out of here. And they immediately ran into two people right outside the exit to the restaurant, and they had a brawl in the hallway,
Promptly
basically.
Brawl.
dispatched them both.
And yeah, one of the guys basically killed his own guy, which probably helped you both out, and then you were able to finish off this other one. As they were leaving, though, they did get to see what appeared to be a La Sombra coming out of the restaurant after things had quieted down, and didn't chase after them or anything like that. But
For what it's worth, amazingly, you saw La Sombra and I didn't.
Mhm.
yes,
Yeah.
Jim had melted down, or Vincent had melted down into a shadow puddle at that point. So yeah, and it was you who saw the shadowy armored figure basically
Yeah, because they
at
both
the
did
end
it
of the
at the
hallway.
same time. And that's the first time I've seen that thing ever in my life. And they both did it at the.
Yeah. So yeah, you get to see some fun stuff. And yeah, you did more damage to yourself and to Jim in that
But
fight
that
than
one
you did to the
fucking
guy.
chest shot, though, dude, dead square center was gorgeous.
It's true.
Except for
Do
the armored vest.
anything,
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have fucked him up, honestly. Yeah. The
Except for that armored vest.
except for the armored vest. Like, this is why we wear body armor. But anyways, so you two made it away from the fight. Like immediately, as soon as you got out, paranoia set in. You split up, went your separate ways. Both of you were very low on blood. So that pretty much became the quest for the evening, was to reconnect and get blood. They met back up at Whitey's house there and got some food. Jim or Vincent was very blood drunk after the whole episode, and I think it was Dr. Quinn who realized that there may have been a diablerie involved in that.
Yes.
There were some phone calls made, especially to Mason and stuff, and just informing him of what had occurred. You guys also called the
Samantha's coterie.
coterie. You spoke to Wang as
Wang.
well.
Big balls.
And yeah, he had made some phone calls. So overall, like, I mean, the initial start of the evening was pretty action orientated, but it's definitely quieter afterwards.
Yeah, we all slept.
So that's where he left it off, basically, that morning. And I'm going to go back to shortly after the fight there at the Vana Sushi. And we're going to go to Chris's character, Dr.
Thomas
Clausen thinks that's not me, that's you.
Dr. Clausen.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where you are during this meeting. Where would you have gone? You were at the Paradise Hotel meeting with the Salubri there. but afterwards, where would you have gone?
Probably, basically take a drive out and find the locations of where the woman that got killed for the sheriff, like where her family lives. I mean, it's gonna be in the middle of the night, so not go and talk to them and knock on their door at 2 a.m. But it's kind of like, all right, I mean, they live there. You know, we can drive down. Okay, there's some grandsons over here, and just get a lay of the land and see what kind of shit show I'm about to volunteer myself for. It's like, are these a nice, well-to-do people, or are they living in the ghetto and I'm going to be working nonstop?
Well, that's a very good question. What socioeconomic level would they be at? Yeah, you drive to the basically the listed contacts for that woman. It is, in fact, her daughter and son-in-law that were listed as like immediate next of kin in the area. Looks like she might have also had a couple other kids as well, but they weren't living in Boston. And this, the house and address that are listed there takes you to, it's a middle class home basically in Boston. Middle class there being like the $750,000 home or whatever. Like maybe they're renting, maybe they own it, who knows?
Alright.
But it's not a bad section of town. So they're probably doing okay.
Yeah, they're not likely to get shanked on a weekly basis.
Yeah, not where they're at, and not in Boston in general. But it seems to be a fairly nice home and fairly nice neighborhood.
Good to know.
Your phone rings. The work phone.
Hello. Oh, you said work phone?
Yes.
Dr. Clausen.
You know.
Doctor, we have an injured party, or I am injured. I understand that you provide emergency medical.
Did it show up as a name on my phone or just a random number?
It would have been a random number.
I've been known to do that in the past. Who may I ask am I speaking to?
My name is George.
George. Okay. What kind of injuries are you looking at?
I have some pretty significant lacerations and stab wounds. They do not appear to be healing as rapidly as I would like. I understand, though, that you are willing to attend to people and provide discretion.
Oh, I always provide discretion. Where are you? Where can I meet you? Like, where are you?
I'm currently at a hotel in South Boston.
All right. About how far away from South Boston am I?
Probably 25 minutes, 30 minutes. Not
Okay.
far distance-wise, but a little bit of a drive. This is at 2:30 in the morning, too.
All right. How did you get this number?
I got it from a friend.
And that friend would be.
Someone who lives here in Boston is familiar with your service.
SabatAmbush.com.
Oh.
Love that website.
I'm sorry to inform you, I'm not currently taking new clients. However, if you were referred by one of my current clients, I could make an exception to that.
Well, I understand that you work for the mob.
I have some friends that may have dabbled in that line of work.
I am a friend of Vincent's. Or sorry, Dmitri. Dmitri Vladislav.
Oh, well, why didn't you start with that? If you could send me your address, I can be there in about 30 minutes.
Excellent. Yeah, he texts you an address for a hotel in South Boston. Not a bad address or whatever. It's like a Holiday Inn or whatever.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
I'm just trying to keep the random numbers that keep showing up on my work phone to a minimum.
Well, unfortunately, you're one of the few now living, practicing vampire doctors in Boston, so you're probably going to be getting more of those random calls from a lack of options. You get the address going there, I assume?
Yep.
All right. It's about 3:00, and you end up arriving there. Roll me a perception and observation.
Sorry.
You in the bathroom.
Yep.
Over by 2.
All this talk.
Okay, yeah, you enter the hotel lobby. Nothing seems to stand out in particular to you as you enter the facility. You were given a room number as well. It's like 345, so presumably it's on the 3rd floor. Headed up?
Yep.
Are you bringing your bags with you and everything? Is it the kind of stuff that it would like, you literally look like an EMT responding to an incident? Or is this the kind of thing where you might pass as just a traveler?
It's just a black duffel bag and a backpack.
Okay.
I mean, I'll just
Wow.
bring one bag because he said just lacerations, so I'm not anticipating like massive gunshot wounds or anything. So I don't probably need that bag.
Yep. Yeah, no one seems to pay any attention to you. Of course, at this hour, there's not a whole lot of people out. There's, essentially the hotel clerk, and doesn't seem to pay any mind, especially as you come in with the bags and you make it up to the room.
Knock on the door.
You knock. There is a brief pause, and then you hear the sliding lock or whatever open up, and the door opens, and you see a gentleman in there, African American, probably 6 foot tall, and they pretty lacerated. It's very apparent that they've been cut up, and sustained some pretty horrendous wounds. At this point, it looks like most of the like upper body clothing has been removed, but you can still see there's like a deep slash into almost cutting the torso in half. Like it definitely was a lot of force behind the cut.
Like it's down through the ribs, or
Yeah, it's literally through the ribs. Like it clearly missed the heart, which probably would have been a fatal wound. You're like, oh, okay.
yeah, he wasn't kidding. George.
George.
Like I'm
Doctor?
like looking at him, George.
Yes.
That I am. Is it just the one wound, or do you have others that need attending to?
Yeah, there's quite a few cuts here. If I get some blood, probably the regeneration will be able to take care of it. But yeah, this one is kind of the one I'm worried about.
All right.
You can see like his left arm is like almost flopping. Like all the muscles and stuff and bone there has been severed.
Is the
Essentially,
bed
so-
already bloodstained and everything?
Oh yeah, there's a fair amount of blood here, but it's clear he's been lying down on it. You do see also a similar thing to what you saw before with that Asimite. There's a few blood bags, kind of casually tossed onto the floor and stuff. So he has been feeding himself. Although it doesn't look like. Roll me an intelligence and medicine here, and feel free to add your +4 to it as well.
Awesome. I passed. By 15.
Nice. Fortunately, it doesn't look like any of this is silver related or werewolf, right? It's not an aggravated damage situation. It's just a lot of like physical trauma and like probably just need to stitch some stuff together, and the guy needs some time to regenerate and heal back up. But
All right. Just have him. Could you stand up for a second, George? I'll run into the bathroom, grab some towels, strip the bedding off, and kind of just lay down one of those plastic kind of medical tarp things.
Mhm.
Lay that down on the bed. Wipe excess blood off. That way, when I'm working on him, I can see like, oh, he's still leaking from over there. Pull out some gear, hook up an IV into him, and start scouring or sewing or suturing or whatever needs to be done for the particular wounds.
All right. Yeah. Roll me another medicine check. Basically, it's gonna happen, but we'll see how efficient you are at it.
By 14.
Nice. Yeah, it's you are quickly able to start suturing together the various wounds. As I mentioned before, there was a few lacerations, and you're now looking at it, and there's like, 4 different stab wounds, and there's some deep slashes into the arms and leg. This guy looks like he's been in a knife fight or in a sword fight, and like been hacked up. Yeah, you're kind of surprised that he managed to survive it and stuff and just didn't bleed out. Like, just a lot of physical trauma, much like that Asimite that you saw that, like, normally they should have probably expired from the amount of damage they took. Regardless, you're suturing them together is successful. Probably takes about 45 minutes or so, just given the number of wounds.
How many
And-
blood bags do I go through?
Well, we'll see.
If it's more than 8, I'm in trouble. That's all I carry on me.
He actually goes through approximately 6 blood bags. You do also notice as well with that roll that he does seem to be, like, once the blood starts getting into him, he's regenerating very quickly. He's probably actively concentrating on regenerating, probably has a decent ability in that regard. But yeah, as you work on him, it probably takes 45 minutes to get through here, suture him back up. He's definitely in a stable place and probably will be fine here. If not this evening, maybe, next evening, certainly, as he's had some more time to regenerate.
All right. So is am I still working on him, or is this as far as I can go?
That's as far as you can go. Yeah, that his natural process will take over at this point and basically is at a medical end to what you can do for him.
All right. Kind of wipe him down a little bit, and about what size is he? About my frame size, or is he big?
He is definitely well built. Yeah, 6 foot tall, probably 200.
Oh yeah, my spare clothes is not gonna fit him.
Yeah. It's like, as you're cleaning up, he says, "Oh, don't worry about that. I'll take a shower and get cleaned up. I got spare clothes."
All right.
Do you have any more blood on you though? Is that something I could buy off you?
I have 2 more bags on me that aren't used.
It's like, what's the cost, Doc?
Normal
Blood
rate.
and the rate.
Blood is 2,000 a bag. I sell those at cost, and my normal rate is 10,000.
Very well.
If you don't have it on you, I'm sure could work something out with Dimitri in the future. He's been a loyal client for years, so.
He's always getting fucked up.
Yeah, it's ironic. You've probably never worked on Dimitri or ever seen Dimitri,
But he refers a lot of
He's
people.
sending a lot of business your way. And yeah, this guy says, "Well, I'm not going to argue with the man. Your rate's your rate." He goes over to a briefcase that's actually sitting on the desk there in the hotel room, opens it up, and I'm not even going to make you roll, but you can see that there's a lot of cash in there, actually. And he takes out a couple wads, $10,000 stacks, basically. Hands 2 of them to you. It says, this is for your service in the blood and for your discretion.
Well, pleasure doing business with you. And is that your normal number? What you called on, or was that the hotel's?
That's the hotels.
All right. I was going to program it in, but in the future, if you need anything, just call up and say, "Hey, it's George." I'll know who you are.
Very well.
To the third George.
He
That's why I start programming numbers in.
Everyone change your character.
He does look at you as you're like packing up and getting ready to head out, and he says, how do you feel about Sabat? Do you have restrictions on the type of clients you take?
I try to not deal with Sabat simply because it can cause a lot of headaches, but a patient in need is a patient in need, and if their political alliance isn't disclosed to me,
So in the future, if someone were to call you and say that George had referred them, you wouldn't have any problem taking them as a client, assuming you're not already occupied.
I don't see as that being a problem.
Well, very nice to meet you, Doctor.
Nice to meet you too. You have a good night.
Thank you. You as well.
Mm.
And so, yeah, you leave. You now have got $20,000 in cash in your bag.
Are there any blood banks open where I can go buy blood?
Yes, actually,
Cash
there.
dash. No, not like where I can physically go because I don't want to buy them for 4 and sell them for 2.
Gash Dash, isn't it?
As a well, there is Gash Dash. That's the essentially the.
Oh, I thought there was a
there-
place you could go pick them up though too. I thought you said.
Yeah,
Okay.
Gash Dash is like $4,000 a bag.
Oh shit.
Well, I reduced the rate. It's now just like $1,250, I think, for Gash Dash.
Is it?
As
Sorry.
a physician, though, and running your own practice, you are able to get it more at like market rates, which I think is like $600 a pint.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I think the Red Cross sells them for like $450 now, or
I'm gonna
something.
get you a
so.
fund for me.
I need blood.
I guess I'll go drop $3,000 and.
Restock.
Well, wait. You said 600 a piece? $6,000. I'll get 10 of them.
Very well.
Or at my place.
Yeah. 8 are gonna go in the bag. One's for me, and then one's just to have in my fridge. Just it's nice to have a backup.
To be fair, yeah, you can't. I mean, you can keep them in your bag for immediate transport,
yes.
but obviously, like they need to be refrigerated.
Well, no, like I have the small like dormer refrigerator permanently mounted in the back of my Porsche.
That's right.
And,
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
That's like my backpack stays in my fridge in my house, and when I go out, like that goes in there.
Yep.
It's medical supplies.
Okay. That's right.
Like I have no trunk space because it's literally fridge, medical bags,
And you're in a Porsche.
but it's a fucking Porsche.
Most vampires, of course, like they can go to the blood banks. Like you went to the clinic run by the doctor there, the other vampire lab in town, and essentially it's a pickup service for vampires. And if you go there in person, it's only like $900 a pint, so it's definitely cheaper than Gash Dash. But yeah, as a physician, and again, you can literally call up the hospital and be like, I'm Dr. So-and-so, and I need this much blood, and you get the going bulk rate. And so yeah, it's now probably, well, it is.
Not that it makes a difference, but I want them all O negative. On the off chance I have a human patient, because that way it's universal.
He wants them all
donor.
ovulating too.
It is interesting. Yeah, I was curious as to like how many human patients you would get, and
Probably a handful, but the majority, no.
yeah, with your being at night
feel like
awake
they'd have to
and
be
specialty.
important.
Well, I think it's
Yeah.
more like,
Like if a
You
main
mean-
guy's son gets injured.
yeah, like, you mean, Dimitri knows a guy. He's not a vampire, but like, he needs a hand.
Yeah. I suspect there'd be like ghouls and stuff who have actual human, children or family members that get injured and for whatever reason can't go to a normal doctor.
It could be cheaper than a hospital, frankly, depending on what it is.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Yeah, $10,000 flat rate.
but granted, his service is more like you come, you do what you can, and then you go. You're not like, providing.
Aftercare.
Yeah,
Ask
exactly.
the sheriff, he'll tell you.
Here, go with this guy. It's fine.
Yeah, I met him like 12 hours ago.
We were checking. No, he's fine. Don't worry about it.
It is 4:00. You're now in the parking lot of a Holiday Inn in South Boston.
It's a rap song.
Did you stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night?
I did.
Oh, look at you.
What are you doing?
heading to the blood bank to restock supplies.
That's correct. Yeah.
He's
You
gonna
can
say
blow
so.
the guy, right?
he's
Yeah.
gonna say-
Okay.
Going home afterwards, or making
Yeah,
any
wasn't
phone
the
calls
plan.
to people.
Um,
I'm gonna go blow a guy. Alright, dude.
Cool.
No?
Good for you taking control.
uh,
Just don't sleep well on this.
how much can you deposit into an ATM without
Into a guy.
drawing attention?
The limit is $10,000.
Oh, okay.
There's an actual like limit. If you deposit more than 10,000 in cash, you need to sign a form. It's
And put it in
anti-money
the
laundering
truck and-
regulations. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'll go spend 6 at the blood bank, deposit 10, and just bring 4 home to have at the house, I guess, because
Yeah.
I can't do anything else with it.
My mailbox is pretty accessible.
Yeah, you're out of the way.
Johnny.
I mean, if you bought
Tuck it in
if
my
you bought
shirt.
something a block or 2 down from me, we'll talk. Just consider it
So
investments.
tomorrow I'm gonna go buy a house.
You're around the house. Back money is 20% of my total funds.
Yeah, I'm also curious too. How do you get paid most of the time? Probably most of the people you know just like will send in credit or whatever information and not
12 Bitcoin
necessarily paying
wallets
cash.
later.
Who knows? Bitcoin. Yeah, that's a legitimate thing. Yeah, the gold was probably the first time you ever got paid in that was
Yeah, that was
money.
nice. But cash is fine. Or it's one reason I like having unique clients that are referred by current clients,
Hmm.
or like new people that are referred by current clients, because that way it's like I said, if you don't have it, I'm like your other guy can vouch for you. I'm sure we can work something out.
So after blood bank visit, getting restocked there, just going home.
ATM to drop off
And-
the deposit, and then just go home
All right.
late in the night or morning. So I haven't really heard much of anything. So fuck 'em.
Fair enough.
That's how you do.
Again, no one bothered to call 911. No one bothered to call the other member of the coterie. Yeah.
We got
Interesting
shit
how
going on.
that.
Fuck that.
Okay, everyone, please roll me willpowers and awarenesses.
It's awarenesses too?
Yes.
What's math? Oh, okay. Holy Jesus Christ.
Shit. Wow. Okay. First,
Under by
I
1.
think that's
Under
maybe
by-
not the first natural one we've had.
No, this die has rolled like 3 ones and
because you
so
got
far.
that hard sleep.
Mm-hmm.
What did you get?
Over by 5.
What'd you get?
Under by 8.
Waking up
Under
tomorrow
by
night
eight?
is what I'm
Under by
doing.
1.
They say wake up.
It's always a good start.
Jim. Vincent.
Yeah,
Can I fucking help you?
You wake up
No.
on your boat.
You cannot.
on my boat.
Help yourself, you filthy bastard. Wait, what?
Okay.
On your boat?
Am I like in the bed on the boat?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's good. you
You
are.
wake up in your bed
Tied to
on
the
your
front of
boat, as you probably woken
Yeah,
up
many
many times before.
Yeah. Sit up.
You know he's at DJ's house, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Interesting.
Or was?
Scratch my head. Throw the hair back. Tie it.
Dude, if we're fucking dead because he fucking raged out.
Look at. What am I wearing for clothes? I think last I know is I was starting to get really drunk, so this isn't terribly surprising, I guess.
You are wearing not the clothes that you last remember having on, probably the clothes that you wear most frequently and
Okay.
you're comfortable with. You also don't feel or look like you have any blood on you, or I mean, your chest was literally
It was
probably
fucked up,
caved
yeah.
in, when you went to sleep, and you look normal. There is the sound of waves gently lapping against the boat. It seems like you're on the water right now.
Yeah, I'll, I guess, step up. Maybe there's like a porthole to look at to see if I'm in the harbor or if I'm out in the ocean.
You look out through the porthole and there's just ocean. There is stars in the sky. It's night, obviously. But yeah, it seems like it's a very calm sort of vista.
Fuck. All right. I guess I'll get up. Walk on upstairs.
Let me
and
just
out.
tune my dominate a little bit.
I don't know. Maybe just take it all in for a moment and then check dials or readings. See if I can figure out exactly where I am. I guess.
Okay.
I assume there's something like that on a boat. Like
You're off the
GPS or
coast of
something.
Brazil.
Yeah.
Sure,
you got
sure.
your
Yeah,
GPS,
definitely
you have
modern
your
boats have
fucking-
GPS
Right,
and
yeah.
everything else. You go up onto your boat. I don't think it's terribly large.
No,
but,
it's not.
You know,
It was-
you have a
it was
sleeping
really
cabin.
nice in like 1999.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
shit, yeah.
Does it have a sail on it? You know, is
I
it
don't
one of those
think
like
so.
dual motor sails or just a motorboat?
I don't know much about it. It's so weird. Like, it's hard for me to describe what I'm thinking of it being. Like,
Does it have a mast?
I guess, like, do they have the ones where it's not always up, but you can put it down?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that type of thing. yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it's essentially a yacht, but it's got a sail on it and stuff. Very
It's a
flexible.
sailboat with a motor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you go up on deck, you're looking around. Just at a brief glance, there's the moon and the stars. Doesn't, look weird in any way. It is very calm though, especially for being the sea. You can smell the salt breeze and everything. There is no lights around though. You're clearly out of, must be a ways from shore to not see any lights being in Boston.
Oh, dear.
You go, you go to the control panel, and
Do I have power?
there is power there, but there doesn't seem to be any connection.
Okay.
You're like looking around at the compass, and the dial is just spinning. The GPS, nothing's popping up. Roll me a
Supposed to be a success, right?
That was the.
One. Yeah.
perception and awareness or observation.
No, failed by 7.
Wow. It's a
luck, yeah.
while as you're going through the dials and stuff. I assume you're at the back of the boat,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, at the helm there and stuff, and looking through the controls. Until like you look up at one point and you see the silhouette of a figure at the very front of the boat. His back is turned to you.
You want a piece of paper, Jim? Wow, that escalated quickly.
Oh boy.
Just like this, huh?
Yeah, he's like,
Right
I
there
guess I
with
know
you.
what I'm doing.
You bring your own ice?
No, I did not bring it. Oh boy.
I think just like that.
Pour yourself a drink, swig it down, then just jump off the boat. Nope.
I take like one step back to going down to where like the firearms are, and then just kind of be like, no.
I
I
already
don't
did.
know if that's gonna do it. Yeah. And yeah, I guess like walk around out towards the front where this figure is.
The figure says in a voice that you recognize, I've never understood why our clan is so obsessed with the sea. But when I see it through your eyes, I think I understand more. You recognize the voice as that of your sire.
Ooh.
That would have been good. Bring your sire.
He did.
I did.
He killed his sire.
I think yeah, I'll continue walking up towards him and say I don't understand it either, but it's one of the few things I don't question. Is he a physical body?
There's a physical
Oh,
body
okay. I just
there.
wasn't sure if it was just like a shimmery outline or something.
Yeah, it's a very physical form. It is kind of somewhat shadow cloaked. You would probably recognize it as being a tenebrous form or
Oh, okay.
what it is, but otherwise, a normal person would probably describe him as like a shade or a shadow.
Well, it's not like Obi-Wan or nothing like that. Yeah.
No, he's not. He's not glowing. Like it seems like there's a physical presence there, but it is sort of like there's shadows, and you can see like tentacles moving within the shadow, just sort of like, gently going over his form.
Yeah, I guess I would want to move like right near him. And maybe lean on a railing if there would be a railing up there or whatnot, and just kind of look out. If not, maybe just do like a Captain Morgan thing, just look out, and without looking at him, just be like, "So I guess I wasn't thorough enough."
Like, for me, looking out here, I see the sea as a metaphor for life. The winds and the tides that bring us this direction or the other. But our true master is not the surface, but what lies beneath the abyss. And in that regard, we can never be too thorough or ever escape our obligation as La Sombra. We serve the shadow, and it hungers always. You must have pleased it recently for me to be here.
Why are you here?
I don't know exactly. We're here in your mind, in a place that you think is safe, I presume. I think you brought me here somehow. Maybe you need to say something, express something.
Die, you piece of shit, die.
I am a part of you. I'll never truly go away.
Yes, I have one thing to
As long
say
as
to
you
you.
live.
Cannonball!
I'm in your
Yeah.
blood, Vincent. You'll never be rid of me. And beyond that, we all serve the shadow that's
Please
in all
kill
of us.
yourself.
Fuck your blood.
Dead now, you piece of shit.
I don't think I have anything to say to you.
There it is.
Getting it out of the way.
I hope. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Probably fucking hijinks myself pretty easily, but
I must
I'll
congratulate
take it.
you on your recent achievement, though.
What are you talking about?
You deoblerize someone, Vincent. Your blood is stronger. You fed the abyss a soul. It has rewarded you.
Are you crying or is he crying?
No, it's just like a stress thing, like a. That's how you wake up to.
I don't envy you. Your choice to join the other side, to take all this upon you. There was another La Sombra there.
I'm hearing that. About
They'll
that.
come for
Hear
you
it.
now. All
I
of
like
them.
that.
Everyone in the clan is obligated to hunt you down. But oh, think of the opportunities you'll have. Those powerful people, diablerize them all. Feed the abyss. Power yourself. Cement our legacy. Or you could run. That may be a valid alternative.
I don't run.
I don't think so either. In retrospect, I don't know if it was a mistake to embrace you or not. But
Carrying the weight.
I will be curious to see how your journey turns out. And I wish you the best in your future endeavors.
I hope I don't see you again.
Very well. We'll see you, Vincent. And with that, you wake up on a couch. In a familiar house that belongs to your friend Whitey.
How's that being in control shit working out, huh?
Yeah, right. I'd probably sit bolt upright like a shot and take a moment to get my land legs underneath me. Anyone else
As you
in
wake
there?
up, you and sit up, you can still smell the sea. Feel like the air, the moist air on your skin. Lasts for just a few seconds, but it's there.
Go look around. Is there anyone around?
Not at this point. You're the first to wake up.
glance out. It is nighttime.
It is.
What am I wearing?
With that roll, it literally like is at
It's just
sundown. Yeah. So there's still probably a little light outside.
Am I still wearing my old clothes from last night?
Yes.
All right.
The ones you
No,
went to
you're
bed
wearing mine. to
No,
bed.
did we?
Yeah, you
get
got
some of your stuff?
Mine. I think it was like sweatpants and shit.
That's correct. Yeah, you did give him a change of clothes, and you are wearing those clothes.
Might be a little tight on you, but yeah.
Fuck.
You'd be a dick.
Thank you, Chris, for sharing.
Nice.
What a dick.
About.
I am going to. Fuck.
I'm going to
I can't even call it Uber. I can get a taxi, maybe. I'm gonna grab a cigarette and light it and try to make my way. Fuck.
Making my way downtown.
I'm gonna leave a note that says call me if just fucking call me because I'm sure we're gonna have plenty of stuff to talk about. And I'm gonna head outside of his neighborhood, and I'm gonna find a house to barge in on.
A new one?
A new one. I need to domineer and be in control of something.
Yeah, job for you.
You are aware as you wake up that you feel very good, and you feel stronger than you have before in a definite way. You are now 12th generation,
Ooh.
so you can adopt that template, and yeah, you're very aware of like the actual change that has occurred in you. As far as I think it's an improvement in presence and also a little bit of physical resilience that is improved as well.
Yeah.
But going to find someone to dominate.
To basically barge in on, yeah.
Very well. We'll go from you now and turn to Whitey. You wake up. It is now night, though early in it. There's maybe like a little bit of glow on the horizon.
Grab my phone. Call the pimp.
The usual.
I need a little bit more than at least one of them. That, but if you can send like 3 girls over, and if you can get them here in like an hour, I gotta head out. I'll make it well worth your while. But on top of that, I gotta leave for some business. When I come back, I'd like to discuss a really big opportunity for you and actually meet you in person, if you're up for it.
Dude, you are crazy. You keep calling me at all these random hours that I need to like deliver some ovulating chick in a half hour or an hour. Like, I appreciate the money you bring me, but you don't seem like a stable type of person that I need to do business with.
No,
see
you
what I'm
don't
saying?
have to. Just saying I got an opportunity, and if you'd like to hear it, come on over tomorrow when I get back and you can hear it. If not, then I appreciate what you do.
Fine. I'll swing by tomorrow.
Appreciate
In
it.
the meantime, tonight, anticipating your crazy request, I've gone out of my way to make sure that this was available for you this
You are
evening.
awesome as hell.
Well, there will be 3 girls, only one of which, though, is ovulating.
Perfect. You're a genius. Goddamn genius.
Good at my game.
Very good. How much does this run me?
It's going to be $3,000.
How would we make it 4? To show you I'm at least good for what I do.
Very well. How long do you intend to keep the girls?
Maybe
It could be usual,
15
like
minutes.
Yeah, yeah. That's one benefit you have. You're not, usually.
I'm a
needing
quick
to,
shot.
Yeah, I guess so. Very well. They'll be on their way.
Thank you.
Make that phone call. Chris,
Yes.
wake up.
All right.
It is again a little bit before the sun has gone down. What are you doing? Or sorry, the sun has gone down. There's just a little glow on the horizon type deal. Basically, if you fail it, it is night. It's totally dark. But you make a roll, you're gonna wake up before the sun is truly gone.
I guess drink the blood, one of the blood bags, the two that I think I still have two. But either way, one of the ones in my fridge to recoup from last night because I didn't drink anything. Load up the medical gear and I guess head to the house of that family.
Very well.
Ironically, Vincent's kicking through the door right now. Things just went from bad to worse for that family.
Get free medical care though.
You're gonna need it.
Stop killing them as I'm fixing them.
You wake up.
Rise. Put some clothes on.
Are you at your place or at Whitey's?
I don't have a place currently. And speaking of which, I will be leaving a note on the. I think there's like a table in this fucking room somewhere. Just leave a note on the table that says, "Find a place you like soon, please, thank you," and write Quinn on it, and just leave it on the table for Anastasia when she wakes up. And
She's awake.
oh yeah, I
and
forgot
so
she doesn't
is-
sleep.
I thought
Yeah,
it was for Whitey. Yes,
Well,
here's $50
yeah.
for the hot water.
Whitey is awake as well. Although
Oh
he's-
yeah.
I don't know what you do after your phone call, but if that was one of
Well,
your
I'm-
first acts, you'd probably be going around the
I'm
house.
getting dressed, packed. I gotta leave for Connecticut.
Ah, okay. So yeah, you're packing up, getting ready
Yes.
for a little trip. And Whitey's, you hear him rummaging around.
Hmm.
You can go talk to him instead of leaving a note.
What was the things we discussed last game right before the end?
Philly, Ghoul to Nate. No, wait. No. Charles Kelly.
Charles Kelly. There's a setup.
Sam's Coterie, Chinatown. Pretty sure Sam's dead. Silver's Venture thing that I get the background quick.
I'm calling a Tremere. Reaching out to the Tremere that Poe Wang told me about. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Say or say. A Tremere in Boston.
Yep.
Wants to sell information from Fidelity Investments in exchange for stock in a biotech firm.
I guess it isn't background. It's new as shit, isn't it?
What's that?
The Cerberus Venture bullshit there.
So Cerberus is the
The buyers to.
That's a separate thing.
yeah,
Oh,
that's the
oh, okay.
salubri job that the
Okay.
guy who's looking after the sheriff gave you.
Alright.
You're meeting at
That
the
was literally
airport.
just an exchange, right?
Essentially, yeah. They were going to give you guys an algorithm from a company called Maximus, and there was going to be an exchange for information from Boston Dynamics on robots. And
That was that we getting a call from them or were we calling them?
you were to arrange the exchange.
Okay. Yeah, I'll call that number after this then.
Very well. You call the number that Poe gave you for Seorse. He says, hello?
Oh, hello, is this Seorse?
Yes.
Hi, Seorse. I am an interested party calling on behalf of one Po Wang, who told me about your need for a financial assistant in a matter. I would like to explore that with you.
Yes. Yeah, I did contact Poe. He said that he knew some people that were in finance and that might have information or interest in information that I was willing to sell. So that he could arrange it. was looking for a third party to basically make the exchange again, so there's not a direct connection between the information and myself. Understand?
Sure. So you wanted, I'm sorry, you wanted to sell information, hold on, add again. You're trying to sell information for stock?
Yes.
That's what it was.
That's what I was needing.
I have information on the
Yeah.
stock distribution of Fidelity Investments.
Right.
Roll me an intelligence of business.
Out of curiosity.
Investments in business.
Under mental, midway down.
Ah. And you said intelligence?
Mhm.
No, 6 over.
Yeah, you're like financial stuff. Okay.
Sure, yeah, don't
Money,
care.
yeah.
Do not care. That's fine. You said Pearson, but what was the?
There is a buyer for this information named Cody Fry. Saventru works at Moody's in New York City.
Okay.
939 health points or something?
973.
Wow,
I was waiting until Nate took the sheet and see if he'd
that's
notice.
pretty good. It's tough.
It's
tough.
I'm just padded by like 6 feet of medical supplies.
Just for enjoyment, he has me just unload a Beowulf into his head just to wake him up.
Please ask me.
It's tickling. Okay.
Fortitude? Nah, I'm good.
So this Cody Fry is
So much
offering
blood,
stock
though.
just in,
Still
just
doing
in
damage.
exchange for information.
I have a G drive with the data on it for Fidelity Investments. And yes, Cody Fry is offering a substantial amount of stock in Ginkgo Bioworks for this information. And as I said, I just want a third party to basically facilitate the exchange. Obviously, we need a stockbroker or someone with that ability. That's a little unique. And otherwise, would like someone to be discreet about where this information is coming from. As far as Cody is concerned, he doesn't know who the buyer is, and nor should he.
Very well. Are you good Tremere yourself?
Yes.
Ah.
Who are you?
You know the Tremere, Dr. Myers.
Dr. Myers.
Oh, you're the guys.
I've heard about you.
I'm sure.
You seem to be in the disfavor of a lot of powerful people in the Tremere clan right now. I assume you're calling in order to buy favor?
No, but it doesn't hurt. I'm doing this because we have a stockbroker in our coterie, and I feel that we're fit for the job, and I'm confident in our skills.
Well, for what it's worth,
Power.
I understand your situation and what occurred, and I am sympathetic. I think you did the right thing.
I know I did the right thing. That doesn't bother me one bit.
If you can do this for me, I'd be happy to encourage others in the Tremere to see the value that you offer to the clan.
Spread information how you like. It means no matter to me, but I always appreciate favor. I will be running for clan rep, running as clan rep in the near future, but I have a feeling if enough people outside of the
You're thinking
But
about
obviously-
running for clan rep?
oh yes.
I don't know if I were you, if I'd share that with people. That may seem to be a bit too presumptuous in your current state. at this point, I think you'd probably be wise to just try and maintain your clan status right now. Besides which, at your level, honestly, like, you need to kill people in order to become a clan rep. You need to shed blood on behalf of Tremere.
Where you live, bud?
Sorry, I was talking to someone else. Sorry.
By your reputation, it doesn't sound like you're much of a soldier. Again,
No, but
respect
I don't
what
know
you've
many
done.
other Tremere that have been in the same room as Joshua Adams. Is that what his fucking name was? Fuck.
West.
Joshua West.
You're thinking of Batman when you think of him, don't you?
North. I was just thinking of the Cardinal.
I wouldn't feel,
All right.
believe me, and being sympathetic to you, I wouldn't feel appropriate voting for you for clan rep. I just think you're too high generation to be worthy of that.
I'm still testing the waters, but it's not a. I feel like.
I need someone that I know can protect the Tremere.
Well, either way, I didn't call you to discuss politics.
Fair enough. Yeah, don't take this as I didn't intend to insult you.
No. Many
How's
other
your
Tremere
mother
told me
doing?
plenty worse than this. I would like to roll in intelligence electronics before I ask a potentially very stupid question to this man. It's going to be a 13. One over.
What's the G drive?
So the G drive. Can we send this information electronically to the Tremere of New York from a separate address that wouldn't be connected to you, or do we need to deliver the drive personally?
A physical medium is best. Yeah, that's they call it a thumb drive, I think, in some circles. I don't, it's one of those little data sticks.
Okay.
Yeah, this person seems to probably know about as much electronics as you do.
Hmm.
Just says that, I don't want to put it online and have an actual, trace through the internet.
Okay. If that's all it is, then we can do is he meeting us? Is he meeting an
You would
interested
arrange.
party in Boston, or are we meeting them?
You would meet him in New York.
Very well.
At a location called Felice 15 Gold, Manhattan restaurant.
Please Navidad.
It's a
I'll show myself out.
it's a high-end restaurant, a place appropriate, I suppose, for someone of his station to visit and to potentially meet some friends from out of town that wouldn't otherwise arouse their suspicion.
Of course. Yes. I don't know where you are in Boston, but we can meet at a discreet location to exchange information ourselves, and then.
If you feel a meeting in person is necessary, I can do that. However, I could also just leave the data for you, and I'll take your word that you'll see it delivered there.
That is more than good enough for me. You can drop it off at the estate of my stockbroker, and he can deal with it personally from there. And I'll give you his address.
Very well.
Estate.
Move it up a little.
I just bought a Trump Tower-esque thing last session.
No. He got you there, Chris. Just a hard no. Okay, great.
It's good to hear from you. Wish you the best of luck.
Likewise, I don't know many other Tremere in this city, and the only ones that do know me are not.
I'm sure you're familiar with those in your coterie, but they're probably going to follow your Sire's lead. If you did want to meet other Tremere, I might recommend that you go to an Elysium called the Techie Parlor.
Yeah, that's a place to go.
Just
I went there, had
north,
a great time.
just north of MIT.
I met some Tremere there.
Is that the one? It's not the one you went to, is it?
Oh, well, the
Sorry,
video
it's
games, right?
called Club Elysium. Yes.
Yeah.
Last one you
It's like it's an
Talk
old
about
school
Willow?
arcade. Yeah.
Club Elysium.
Club Elysium.
Got this
yeah.
whole ball rolling for him.
Yeah, I see that.
Hey, Roger Stone. I'm just like a political mover and shaker.
Jim,
These?
showing off the legs, honey?
I wish.
Look at you.
They're athletic cut,
Get that under
which means
advisement.
my
Thank
big
you very
ass
much.
could fit.
All right. We'll talk later.
Of course. course. Thank you. Take care.
And let's take a break here.
I complimented him once.
And you're back.
Oh, never mind.
Thank you.
There's that.
Pointed at the.
And yes, we have our middle finger down on the camera. That's good. No longer a meat stick.
Give it time.
Different kind of meat stick.
Vincent, we're back to you.
Yeah, I'd like to find a home a little bit outside of his neighborhood and knock on the door.
It is still early in the morning, so
For what's worth,
evening.
A house that like either has a garage or clearly has a car in the driveway.
Very well. You're able to find that in this neighborhood without too much difficulty. And someone does come to answer the door. It appears to be a man. A little past dinner time, obviously, at this point, but still probably wearing, regular clothing.
I want to use level 2 dominate mesmerize to say, give me your car keys.
Says, okay, let me go get him.
Oh.
Turns around, goes back inside.
Comes back with a shotgun.
You hear the voice of a child say, "Dad, who's that?" Goes, "Oh, it's a friend, honey." And just hear a little jingling of keys as it looks like, he's probably taking some keys out of a coat or jacket pocket. And walks back to the door and hands them to you.
Forget I was here.
Closes the door, doesn't say a thing.
That's an awesome ability.
And I want to drive to my boat, get a change of clothes, and then very quickly, if at the boat, walk to the front of it where that conversation was and look around and be like, nah, all right, no, it's all good. And then find a bookstore.
Very well. Was this the evening that you had scheduled your portrait artist to come around?
I don't think so. I think that was I feel like that was a Friday night we did that, and I said next week.
Okay.
Almost
All right.
ooh.
Yeah, I forget when we.
For some reason I want to say it was supposed to be a
formally scheduled
Thursday.
I'll buzz my hair and my beard while I'm there. Just take it down to a level 1, just all around.
All right. You take some time, get yourself cleaned up and shaved there, and yeah, making any phone calls or doing anything else while you're
No, I'm basically just waiting for a call.
you, sir, going to Connecticut.
The hooker's there, first of all.
Oh, that's correct. I forgot.
I need to feed up.
Are there hookers in Connecticut too?
There,
No.
these ones are here. I plan on hitting some when I get there. Yup.
Ooh. You do, in fact, feed on the hooker who is ovulating, or that designated as
Okay.
the ovulating one.
The
And-
ovulator.
Yes, you get what you need out of it.
What I need a lot, but she'd be dead if I got all of it up. That's why I got the two.
Okay. That's correct. So yeah, I mean, you could take what you think is reasonable from her, which is 2 points at most before there's negative effect. And then there's the others there.
So for 2 points, how
How
much
many cost
points for
blood,
2
right?
points?
Yes.
Okay. Level that you use.
Yes.
How many
So it's
points for
2
2 points?
That'd give you 10.
10 for 2?
Or sorry, wait, it's straight from the tap, right? So that's higher.
7.
I think that is 7, yeah. So yeah, you would get 14 total from feeding off of her for fresh human blood.
And then the other ones are halved.
Yeah, and the other ones would be 5.
A piece?
Yes. It is fresh
Okay, cool. I'm back.
human blood, but yeah, not
Awesome.
quite as potent as
Okay.
The ovulating
For my
period.
health, I'm at -10 for health. Not -10, but out of 32. So I'm at 22. I lost 10.
Okay, yeah, you do regenerate naturally at a 1 point for every
But it's
10
going to
minutes.
take blood, right?
It takes blood to accelerate the
Oh,
natural.
okay. So over a night's rest, I should be good back to
You've lost 5 just from the natural night, the sleep
for
process.
blood or health.
For blood.
Okay, I'm saying health, buddy.
Okay, so yeah, you've recovered your full health
Okay.
in that time. You of course started off the night with 5 less blood than you left it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're at a whole different scenario now then.
Okay.
I went to bed with 8 blood.
You woke up with 3 blood. Yeah, that would be
Retcon a very intense phone call.
Okay, yeah, that is a very different scenario. You would have woken up in like borderline starving.
Glad I didn't talk to you before I left.
I want to say you'd know enough to know that like going to sleep with in the condition you were was.
That I would have grabbed some.
Yeah, you'd have known that. Yeah, I shouldn't go to bed like this because I'm gonna wake up.
I would have knocked on a neighbor's door and done something if it was that bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we can retcon that. That's there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'll just say in the future that yeah, you don't want to wake up with less than 5 blood points because you're gonna be rolling
Mhm.
against frenzy right from the wake up.
Thank you for that.
So how much blood points did you end up getting out of?
If I drained everybody for 2 pints each, I would have had an extra 5.
Okay, so you've topped up.
Topped up.
Very well.
Yeah. So I guess go out to the fucking living room, grab his note, call me. I'm not. Hold on a minute. Alrighty, and I'm headed to Connecticut. I'll be back probably tomorrow night. Quinn. I'm yelling this across the house. I'm heading out of town. I'll probably be back tomorrow night.
Catching a Huskies game.
Yeah, baby.
What do you
Oh wait, fucking COVID. Also late summer. Never mind.
Late summer. I think they were still. I think they were doing their
They're staying late and shit.
their
Playoffs late.
abridged season.
For the college.
No, for the NHL. That like last year, 2020. I think they were doing their
Huskies.
abridged.
College basketball.
Oh, UConn, right?
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Is there a Connecticut NHL team?
Probably
Fuck
not.
hockey. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Fuck hockey.
Fuck
Give him
hockey.
the stare, dude.
Fuck
Jesus.
hockey, golf, and baseball.
Yeah.
Fuck them all.
Get
Let's
'em.
alienate
Get 'em.
as many
Keep going.
people.
It's soccer. MLS.
And not even MLS. All of it. I don't. If you can just get rid of all of it, I don't care. I don't need
It
soccer.
doesn't take talent for soccer.
I mean, it does, but like I don't care.
No.
What are you two saying to each other?
So I
Me and
told
Jim,
him
we're
I'm
talking
heading
about
out.
how many sports we fucking hate. Oh yeah.
Oh no, I.
No, me. Oh, you mean Whitey and Quinn?
Cricket, though.
What are you going to Connecticut for?
I'd say out of town, but yeah.
Oh, okay. What are you going out of town for?
See Franklin.
Okay. Have I gotten off the phone with? Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, yeah. As you were talking, he was probably dealing with his affairs
Okay.
there.
I have that Tremere Poe told us about dropping off a hard drive to send to New York. So I guess we'll go when you get back if you're feeling up to it.
Or you guys can meet me that way.
Yeah, I can meet you in New York.
I'll be heading up there.
Sure. Do you
You
want?
grab the crew and meet me up there, and we can bump nasties and head to where you gotta go.
Yeah, I'll give you a call
You
when
give
I
me a
figure out
full
what the
rundown
plan
of
is.
what it is.
Yeah, I mean it
Alright.
should be a simple drop off at a restaurant. I mean,
Since you gives me the full narrow what it is, I will schedule a stop at like a Staples or something on the way up to get an air gap computer. And so we can see what's on there and maybe benefit from it as well.
Oh, very nice. I nom that. I like that
Thank you.
little financial information.
I wonder if this can be useful. So yeah, I'm my way up. Schedule a stop there and
All right.
or a Walmart if they're open. Obviously, it's gonna be later at night because I got like a fucking 2-hour drive ahead of me.
So you're getting the computer on your way to Connecticut, or
No, they're gonna
planning
meet me up there.
Oh, okay. They're gonna meet you up in New York.
Yep.
Very well. And this is next evening you're planning to meet there? All right.
I believe so.
Oh, by the way, this is for you from Vincent. It says call me.
Okay.
And I'm getting in the car and gone. Oh, check on your doctor dude, man. See if he's alive. You know, like one of our other people in the coterie.
Yeah.
I'll text Mason.
Okay.
Make sure he's good.
Sure.
On the way out the door, like, Mason, you good?
Mason texts back, says, yeah, just real busy. Sheriff wants to meet with you.
In 2 days, I can. I gotta meet the Sawyer, bro. Text him that exactly.
Sharp inhale, asterisk through text.
Says, Christ. Literally text Christ.
I'm gonna text back, no, Franklin.
He calls you.
Mason, come on. What do you need?
Dude, the sheriff wants to talk to you about what happened.
I'm not jumping ship, but I have to do this to make sure I'm not compromised.
All right.
You know how I do it. That's me double checking that what I saw is what I saw and that I'm not compromised.
Is Vincent available? Like, he wants to interview someone who was there.
Vincent really wasn't there. Oh, yeah, Vincent, I guess, was there. Vincent? Yeah,
He's
Vincent.
never really there.
You did tell him what happened.
Yeah, but
correct?
Vincent
Yeah.
wasn't fully aware of what I saw. Fuck me. If we can do this right now within an hour, I can talk to the sheriff and I'll delay this an hour. I'll text Franklin. Can we do that? I'll head right to where you're at right now.
Okay.
And then I'll jet out of town just in
Is
good faith.
Vincent available as well?
I don't know where the fuck he is, but I'll call him.
All right. Yeah, sheriff wants to know what went down, and he wants to hear it
From me.
direct.
We can give you that. That's fair. The sheriff, the half-body guy.
He's got a full body now.
Cool. Alright.
Tell me more.
How much we grew.
Says, yeah.
He's a grower, not a shop.
Meet me in an hour down at Boston PD. Gives you the address for one of the.
Oh, fucking, it's gonna really put me up 2 hours. I'm gonna text Franklin. Running this far behind, dude.
Connecticut, like, where are you going? Like Hartford? Maybe
New
like
Britain.
2 hours from Boston?
New Britain.
Yeah,
2.5 hours.
it's about 2 hours. Yeah,
You want to
New
be the
Britain's
sheriff?
about 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I didn't get out the door, so I'll turn back around.
So,
Never mind, I'll call Vincent. Bling bling, bitch. I hope that's what he's on.
Yellow.
The sheriff wants to see you and me in an hour at the station.
Okay.
I'll come pick you up, or can you meet me there?
I should be able to meet you there. Yep. I'll meet you outside at hopefully a couple minutes before meeting time.
Perfect, because I'm on a fucking time schedule.
You have work or something?
Yeah.
This is like, am I the only one who's just wandering in life? Like, everyone seems to have stuff to do.
So I'm gonna take right off down to the fucking station, man. Like, if I'm early, hopefully they're early. Hopefully we can get this done and over with. I gotta go.
Very well.
Hopefully I'm not dead.
Dr. Glasson, what are you doing?
Heading towards that family's house. On the way, call Anna Clark. How long has it been since the whole surgery procedure on the sheriff?
2 days.
Man, like, yeah, I think 2-3 days.
All right, yeah, call her.
I assume she doesn't recognize your number, but she answers. Says, hello, this is Dr. Clark.
Hi, Dr. Clark. This is Dr. Clausen.
Oh, Dr. Clausen. Nice to hear from you.
It's nice to hear from you too. I was hoping you could just do me one quick favor. Are you at the hospital currently?
I'm at my clinic.
Take out the sheriff.
Okay. Do you have access to the hospital system?
Yes.
You hold him down.
I'll just give him the name of the old woman because I, as a person, don't remember it. But I'm sure the character would because he remembered everything else on the sheet. Give her the name. It's like this woman passed away a few days ago in the hospital. Can you confirm that her next of kin have been notified? I'm going to see them, and I don't really want to be the one to break the news.
Oh, yes, I can look that information up for you. No problem.
Thank you.
She actually says, hold on, I can access the records right from here. You hear some clicking on a keyboard and everything. Says, yes, I forget if we ever established the name of that woman.
Marjorie Green.
Nope, it was Betsy. Ah, fucking Christ, what the hell's her name?
Betty Draper. She can't die.
It's probably in my notes somewhere.
On
I
my
got
note.
so many damn names. We'll say
Betty
it's
Sue.
Betty Sue.
Betty Sue.
Okay. Mrs. Betty Sue was, of course, pronounced dead approximately 2 evenings ago. The
Cause of death, medical experimentation.
Actually, it'd be soul sacrifice.
the official cause of death
Sounds like the
was
name of a
heart
band I'd listen to.
failure.
Which would happen if there's no blood in the body.
No soul in the body, or blood.
So a white person.
Yeah. Betty Sue
Confirmed.
also had cancer, and the cancer was the contributing cause or whatever, but the actual official cause is heart attack and cause of death. And so yes, her next of kin were notified. They have apparently made arrangements for the body to be brought to a funeral home, and it's already left Boston.
That's already paid for.
Yes, yeah. Well, actually, no, I don't. I mean,
I believe I told Anna to send me all information for her burial and such.
okay, that's right.
That
that's
was
right.
on me immediately, and then I would set up the trust there afterwards.
All right. So yes, it would have been up to the family to select the funeral home that they'd want to choose, and
Whatever they picked was paid for.
okay, so yeah, we'll say that Anna on your behalf basically said, hey, this benefactor wants to pay for whatever the arrangements the family selects. So they are aware, basically, that their loved one has passed, and they're making arrangements right now for a funeral, and it looks like some benefactor has reached out to help pay for that.
Oh, that's very generous of whoever the benefactor is.
Indeed, it was.
That's all I needed at the moment. Thank you very much.
All right.
Let me tell you right now, one hot shower for 45 minutes did not cure all that fucking problem.
The fuck was that?
It's my stove.
The bottom.
Oh.
went off.
For stove.
It's gassing us out.
Oh, good.
Yes, I'm gassing
No
you out
balls.
my electric stove.
Normally it's Chris who's gassing us out.
Nice. Last session it was you, so I don't want to fucking hear it.
Yes, it was, wasn't it?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I'm taking that
There's
down.
a
You
hot
don't need
zester.
it. I gotta pour
But
my
I'm
mic.
withering away.
Yeah, I see that. That's how you go up those stairs.
Dr. Quinn.
That
Medicine.
sounds like a bomb.
It does. I wonder if the mic will pick that too. Probably will. Anyways, we'll see. I'm cooking a frozen pizza. If you didn't guess. What are you doing, Dr. Quinn?
Oh, I am calling Dr. Clausen. Glossum.
Colostomy bag, that's how I remember.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Doc colostomy.
Dr. Colostomy bag. Are you picking up the phone?
I haven't heard it ring yet.
Ring, ring. I love role playing.
No, I'm gonna let it ring a little farther.
Ring, ring. Ring, ring.
There we go. That's enough.
Banana phone.
Hello.
Thomas, I will be at a meeting with Liam Connolly shortly. About an hour. Do you have any interest in showing up?
One moment while the forgetful player sees whose name. Oh, sure. How far out from Boston is this house? Like from just the center? Is it like
It's in
it's
Boston,
in-
yeah. It's just on the southern end.
I can do that.
Great. I think it might be imperative to fill you in anyway of what happened. I don't know what the meeting's for, but looking forward to seeing you. I think.
Yes, I hope it's some good circumstances. Where is this meeting and what time?
Well, we're meeting the sheriff, so presumably the precinct.
I didn't invite you. I didn't say mention shit to you about that. It was not on speaker.
You said sheriff, and I asked you if you were going to see the sheriff, and you said yes.
Did I?
Yes.
To be clear, I was not paying attention to either.
Obviously, I wasn't either.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention, but I'll trust Will's memory.
Yeah,
in this
I will
regard,
too.
He's
yeah.
got that
Alright.
weird junky
Yeah,
memory.
you did answer
He does
that. You did.
count.
You never like invited him,
Okay.
but
Put you on
You did
blast right
say.
on that spot.
and then you got on the phone with Vincent and said he wants to see you two.
Okay. Fair, darling. I mean, not that I wouldn't have invited you, but I wouldn't have invited you. But nice.
If you, if you don't
I mean,
mind-
yeah,
not
you
gonna
probably would have been cursing because you did have to make the call to your
Yeah, yeah,
sire
yeah.
there about having to be late, and I could have put two
Yeah.
and two together.
It's easy enough.
yeah, I mean, you also said
Honestly-
because you also said fuck it, I'll call Dickhead instead, and you called Vincent.
Yeah, and honestly, if you're inviting yourself, I would not make a stink like I am now. I'd be like,
Fucking
fuck
list.
'em. All right, I gotta go.
Yeah. I was gonna offer you to take my car, but now we're at an impasse. Pissing me off. Oh, it's good. I'm glad we're in a code room together.
Yeah.
It's going great.
This ain't gonna go bad.
Oh dear.
So everyone's a NERPA coder if we don't all hate each other a little bit.
There's no trust.
I don't hate you guys. I'm just indifferent.
I have a
We'll work on it.
I'd like to
Work on it.
say that this coder was very well greased before you showed up. I just want to put that out in the air. Things were going great, and then you came to the table again, and
And
then
I dropped fucking, I don't know how many goddamn moral points. Easily, just gone.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to cover your own ineptitude.
you live on a boat.
The world is my oyster.
Someone give this man a controller to throw.
He's got a phone out that work.
So you're all going to the meeting at we'll say District 21.
After a bookshop or library.
I ain't got time for your shit.
I have to stop at a bookstore.
I have to stop it.
Okay. Weird.
And as you arrive at this fairly large precinct that's more like, half a block essentially, in all most things in Boston is sort of outside scale.
That bookstore now.
And there is a parking deck, and obviously it's occupied by some cop vehicles, but really more just civilian vehicles, either
Great, I'm at
people
home.
working there, people giving testimony, and just there's probably hundreds of people working in this building right now. Even given the hour.
kind of close to the door at all.
Mm.
No, I didn't think so. Fuck.
There is an elevator in the parking deck though, so it's
Nice.
not like you have to
Great waiting.
do a crazy amount of stuff. At least, I mean, they do charge you to park here too.
Fucking.
It's
They might validate
Oh,
parking.
I'm just about to ask that. Can I get like something so I can get it validated? I'm writing it down in my notebook where I parked, what floor, what crap again.
Sure. They will validate for you, give you a little receipt.
I can't say the joke. Everyone else said
So Vincent, how are you getting there? Are you taking a stolen car to?
Yes, absolutely.
Brilliant.
And stopping at a bookstore or library before going there.
And what are you looking for in the library or bookstore?
Major religious texts, the Talmud, the Quran, the Bible, Satanic Bible, the Upanishads, just all the big ones. I'm just grabbing them off the shelf and walking out.
Don't
I
forget-
assume most libraries are probably closed at this point, or bookstores, frankly, with COVID.
Libraries are open actually.
No
It's-
shit.
it's considered a necessary service right now.
Excellent. Yeah, whichever is available, I will just walk right in, grab what I need, and walk out.
Very well.
Take a picture.
Yeah, we'll say there's in your section of Boston, there's probably a library at some point, one of those, big bookstores
Great.
available. And that you're able to just snag some books. And,
Hope I'm not on camera.
I think your next stop should be like a psychiatrist or some shit.
Oh God.
Oh no. You feel your own business. Look at this fucking recording. You're talking. It's crazy.
Vince is driving there. You two are you both taking your own vehicles there? Are you having Anna drive you or anything? Or just
No,
take
no.
yourself?
Out of curiosity, what is this car that I was loaned?
Ooh, that's an excellent question.
What year you want it to be?
Chevy Impala?
You really go to a Chevy Impala, don't you?
Isn't that the thing from Drive?
Uh,
Yeah.
I would go with a Volvo like SUV.
Sweet.
Damn, that's pimping.
Yeah.
Must live in a good neighborhood.
Nice vehicle.
Hey man, just down the street from you.
I'm bringing all the crap to this place. Jesus fuck.
So you all arrive at the
You're being on the
parking
list.
deck to the precinct.
He is the list.
Just to be clear, I'm going to the family to offer my services and then just because I don't want to show up at their house at like 1:30 in the morning. That's why I didn't go yesterday.
Okay. That makes sense. So you drive to this neighborhood and arrive at the address of the family.
All right. What was the name of the daughter and son-in-law?
We'll say it is Julie.
Judy?
Julie
Judy makes sense with a Susie though. That's a Sue.
and Robert.
And Julie was like blood relative. She was the daughter. Right?
Yes.
Not the other way around. Okay.
Can the last name be Amadeus?
Amadeus.
I mean, is that her maiden name or is that
No, his married.
his married name?
Put monarchy on my days.
You want a Robert Amadeus?
I just sounded right in my head. I don't know, man. Now that you say it, now it's a thing.
Amadeus.
Sure,
Hey!
it's Robert Amadeus. Julie and Robert Amadeus.
Thank you.
Why?
I don't know. It's just
What are you doing when you arrive there? How are you approaching this?
Do not trust it.
Don't either.
Pulling up in the driveway or on the street would I don't know what the layout's like. So just pulling up, just walking up to the front door and ringing the doorbell.
Ding dong ditch. You did this just to add
Gotcha.
salt into the wound. Gotcha, bitch.
She did.
A gentleman answers.
Ask for his car.
Hello, are you Robert?
Yes.
Is Julie home as well?
Yes. What's this about?
My name is Dr. Thomas Clausen.
I like this. How
I
you
would-
some vacuums.
Got some samples, you love them. I would just like a
Some solo
moment of
windows.
your time.
Sure. Come in.
Imagine if it was you showing up at the door with all the religion tags. Have you heard of
Any of
Jesus
these?
Christ? Yeah. Have you heard?
This,
Are you into Shintoism at all?
Come on in. It's a you
Tell me about it. I don't
walk in. It's one of those open floor plans. You know, it's a living room kind of kitchen thing, and he motions to the couch and stuff. Says, "Please have a seat. Can I get you anything to drink, doctor?" Says, "Julie, we have a guest."
I'm all set on the drink, thank you though.
Okay. Well, what's this about, doctor?
Are you ovulating?
That show changed so dramatic.
Please.
Okay. Sorry.
We should let him go.
What's this about, doctor?
Is Julie coming down yet? or-
Yes. Yeah.
Keep going now.
Yeah.
Okay. If she's coming down, I'll wait till she's actually there,
Very well.
so I can just talk to them at once.
Yeah, the doctor's probably making,
Another doctor, damn.
Robert is making small talk with you, and you know, as he's senses that you want to wait for Julie to arrive, and you know, it's probably 2 minutes after he asks for her that she comes down, and she's just wearing like the sweatpants and you know, kind of casual shirt.
That's fine.
Says,
Her house.
Robert, who's this?
Hello, Julie, I presume?
Yes.
Hi. Hello. My name is Dr. Thomas Clausen. I'm sorry to bring this up so soon. I know it's ill timing, as everything has happened recently. But I was with your mother in her last moments when she passed. I can assure you, she went very quickly and quietly.
She said all lives matter.
Say peacefully at least once, dude. Jesus. Quickly. But we ended it pretty quick. If you want the same favor.
That pillow was very
Well, I
thorough,
w-
perfect.
What's that hand?
While I was not her physician, I was there with a former colleague of mine when she passed, and I can't shake the feeling like I could have done something to save her. So, I guess you call it a form of penance, I would like to offer my services. I run a private home visit physician's office, I guess you'll call it. Me and one other colleague of mine. So if you or your immediate family ever need anything, day or night, you're more than welcome to call us, and you'll be taken care of free of charge. And I will hand them each a business card.
Okay. They say, wow. Okay. Thank you.
No, Nana's dead. I fucking hated that bitch anyway. Whatever.
Sweet, I get inheritance.
She-
People are paying for the funeral, and I get free care.
I mean, as far as we knew, she had terminal cancer.
Oh,
And she
Jim.
wasn't gonna make it out, and I'm sorry you feel that way, that she, could have maybe been saved. But I don't think you should probably hold that against yourself. We certainly appreciate your offer. Clearly, you're feeling some sort of guilt.
Yes,
Um,
I know what condition, or I know what kind of condition she was in, and I would not have been able to save her. But I feel like there is I can't shake the feeling there's something I could have done
Please
to
tell me to.
prolong her life.
Fucking
Well,
gagged on that, dude.
That's very honest of you. I appreciate that.
It's not good.
Sorry, Thurman. I really didn't mean to bust up.
Oh,
on
you're
that
you're
one.
good.
Did you chew on that?
I didn't do it.
I got a little bite.
It
of
went in
it.
the back of the
Got a little
mouth.
bite.
It just kind of like
You-
it's rolling on the back of the tongue. It's like a bad wine.
Ah,
Dude, I was wondering what the fuck he was laughing
why,
at.
dude?
It just went.
2 in a row. God, stop coming.
Oh,
That's a high protein diet right there.
fuck, man.
He was eating pure protein powder.
Pretty much. It's just a lot of cheese.
Yeah, both Julie and Robert, they take your card, they appreciate your words and stuff, but they just look like they've smelled a bad fart or something. And you're kind of left with the impression that, like, just showing up at this hour, it's weird, and
I know it's
Yeah.
weird.
but they're not saying it. They're not like
No,
challenging you or confronting you. They're just
But,
kind of uncertain about this whole moment.
well, I'm sorry for taking up your time, and thank you for meeting me in such an odd hour. I usually work nights, so days are
Okay.
not my thing usually.
Again, we appreciate you coming and expressing your sympathy. That's very generous of you.
I don't recall if this is part of the system and whatnot, but this seems like it almost garners a table debate about an upping of the morality score. I don't think human physicians would do something this level. Though, granted, the reason is really fucking evil. But I don't know. It seems like an incredibly kind thing to do.
That is a very kind gesture. And that was part of my debate of him not even losing it last time because he's already offered to do this, like, as it was happening.
Oh, really?
So
He's
that
providing services that are his own, like, make.
Right, exactly.
It's a bit
like,
weird. It's like if someone who had a car dealership reached out to you and was like, "Hey, I'll give you one of the cars I own or in my lot because I knew someone that you knew that died."
Or I gave a lemon to your grandmother.
Yeah,
As much as
And
much
I knew it was going to blow up, and it did.
Yeah.
Here's another fee.
as much as I
Yeah.
would like to bump the morality score back up, I'm gonna say no because, it's exactly what I said. Like, I feel like I could have done something to prolong her life, and if I had argued more, they
Or at all.
they might not have
Yeah.
Done with. But then again,
The only argument is just like he's doing it out of guilt, so that represents the knowledge that what you did was wrong.
Right.
Whereas, like, it's hard to represent that on a. It's almost like humanity in the facets attached to it are very difficult to understand. Attaching it on a 1 to 10 scale
Yeah.
is
If you're doing
hard
something
to
good, just to be
interpret
I-
sometimes.
Seems that the motion does not pass.
No, I
sorry.
don't. I don't.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
I-
I shot it down. So.
I would think that he may
Worth the
actually
bait, though.
face a greater moral conundrum here in a little bit.
Oh Jesus.
Will you work on someone that just delivered that hot zester?
Hot
Please.
zester. Put it in my veins, zester.
Anybody needs a fucking doctor, dude. That was Rob.
I just want you to know it happened, and I did this. This is fucking ground
Well,
zero. That's why I can stop
I
that.
was wondering if you were laughing or crying at him because
It
it
made
was
my
good.
Made my eyes water, my sinuses cleared up. It was wonderful.
You piece of shit.
Mm.
But yeah, at that point, I'll just take my cue and it's like,
Yeah.
you folks have a lovely evening.
Yeah, for what it's worth, as I said, they Julie probably starts to like tear up a little bit during this whole thing, and they sense that this is a genuine act on your part, and it looks like they are appreciative of your words and stopping by.
And then I will let myself out.
Very well. And going to the meeting. You all arrive at the precinct, although you're all coming from different vehicles in separate ways.
Dude, if I can see that fucking shit before everybody else and get the hell out of there, I'm gonna do it. I'm
I
not
will-
waiting for anybody.
Think to park as far away as is like feasible. Like I'll walk a half block to get there or whatever. Just
Are the cops gonna look for a car in their lot?
I like this car.
Yeah. Every vehicle that's going in there is being scanned.
What did you get?
Ah, damn it.
Like a Volvo SUV.
Oh right.
Yeah,
So you're,
although
yeah, just to clarify, you are actually stopping out
although
before the garage.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then
Good,
I'll walk
because
in.
yeah, that would have been.
It'd be weird if like a car driven by no person drove in on the cameras.
That would be weird, and yeah, I mean,
So that bitch is getting scanned if he drove up in there. So presumably, you would think.
yeah.
Just go back and have them sign a bill of sale and be dope.
Virtually every police car now in 2020, especially
Yeah,
in major
yeah.
cities, got the license plate scanner. And so yeah, you
Wow, I
walk
didn't
in,
think about
and
Shows how often
I didn't even
break the
think about
fucking
that,
law.
but-
I mean, yeah, you told the guy to forget, but then again, there was other people in the house.
Kids, I
Be
mean,
like,
the mother or the
yeah,
wife might be like, "Where the fuck?" Or the husband, whatever, it might be like, "Where's our car?"
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah,
It's a loaner.
that's a dodge a bullet moment. Anyways, you guys arrive at the precinct. Precinct.
Precinct.
Jesus.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to you.
Yoinks.
You're white. I'm colored.
Great, now we're getting taken down.
And the meeting time that you had originally discussed, I think it was
Good.
like literally, you said, hey, if we can do this in an hour, which probably would have been like 9 at night.
Okay. So I'm not too far behind what I was hoping to be then.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm thinking
I mean,
it's like 11. I'm fucking losing my mind. 9, still kind of shitty, but all right. I got wiggle room.
it wasn't that bad. However, you guys all basically come in, say, hey, we're here to meet with Liam Connolly. Probably, since you're talking to a human, it wouldn't be best to necessarily ask for the sheriff, although who knows, they might know who you're talking
I'd be
about.
asking for Mason. I mean, it's his apartment.
Oh, okay, yeah. They basically say, oh, yes, Detective Mason, or sorry, Captain Mason is going to be in a meeting here. I assume you're part of that.
Yes.
And they direct you up to a conference room.
Thank you.
And you do have to wait, all of you, despite walking in at different times. A little different amount of time depending upon when you arrive. But it is 9:15
Another one.
when Mason and the sheriff walk into the conference room, along with a couple other people that you don't recognize.
all 4 of us are there at this point? Or
Yes.
just them?
All 4 of you are now in the conference room. We'll say you arrived a little bit beforehand. If you do want to talk to each other, that's certainly Jesus Christ,
Come in.
potentially relevant.
Any y'all bring a firearm?
Yeah.
I don't think I do.
I guess I'll ask you. It's like, so what's this meeting
Well, I
about?
mean, if you're gonna walk in,
I don't know. I'd just like to see them.
Right? Well, they wouldn't let us in with firearms, right? That's what I'm assuming.
I don't think is it a federal building?
Yeah, there's a metal detector to get into there. They would have had no weapons.
I'll just leave it in the car.
As we're waiting, I rolled a random roll. I'm sitting there starting to read the Satanic Bible.
Well, that's a good place to start.
Looking for guidance in this world.
I'm gonna look great at you with that, dude. No matter what happens, I'm going out of here in an hour. Good luck to you, guy. It does not look good.
Cheers.
So yes, the sheriff has walked in along with Mason and some other people. Roll me perceptions and observations.
No, by one. Failed by one.
Where the fuck's this observation shit? Why can't I ever
Or,
find it?
I
It's right under.
Oh yeah,
second
awareness.
skills.
Thank you. Oh no.
Dead on.
Dead on.
Dead on.
Over by 8.
Deadass.
Jesus.
Over by one.
Yeah, you're like, I think someone's here. I mean, you're oblivious to what's going on, apparently. You're
I'm
sort of
bored.
with it, and like, oh, it looks like there's people here. You two being both dead on, you're like, oh, that's the sheriff that we worked on for a couple days.
Yeah.
So that's what the rest of them looks like.
Exactly, and you are also, I mean, presumably perplexed by the fact that he is walking on 2 legs and now seems to have another arm. He is also wearing like full tactical gear in a configuration that you've probably never seen before. Like this guy looks like he's dressed for combat.
Just for war.
Dressed for war, indeed. And you do also catch the fact that he looks at all 4 of you as he enters and definitely takes his time, and then looks and like nods
I'm gonna
to.
aura check him too.
Yeah, you get the sense that like, oh,
Yeah.
he's aura checking us. You also feel that the guy next to him is probably doing the same,
Mhm.
and that they might be like actually communicating with each other.
Okay.
What do you
Is he actually the sheriff, and is he still normal?
roll me a check, or if you want to make an automatic success, you can just spend the blood.
I'll spend the blood.
I mean, what, is he gonna kill us anyways? You know?
At least I'd like to know who's killing me as long as
Yeah.
that happens.
The aura check reveals that it's definitely Mason. The individual next to the sheriff is pinging as a Malkavian.
Mason?
Yes, Mason is there.
He's the one doing the aura check, is what you're saying.
No. So it's like Mason, the sheriff, another person
Okay,
who
okay, I
came
see
in,
what you mean,
and
okay.
another. It looks like the sheriff is like communicating with this Malkavian, although no words are being said. And your aura check indicates that Mason showing up as a gangrel, 13th gen. The Malkavian next to him is next to the sheriff is showing up.
What's
No,
the
the sheriff is showing up as
emotion of-
human.
What's the emotion of Mason?
Mason is scared.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say he's definitely like fearful right now. Although externally he's not presenting that. He's putting on a very cool exterior.
Yeah. Okay.
The sheriff is showing up as human. At least to your aura check. You would certainly know that Malkavians having obfuscate ability could mask what they're throwing out.
Okay. Okay.
Although that I think that like form to actually like obscure your aura is probably even higher than like a level 5 or something.
Yeah,
like
I think
that,
it is.
but-
Well, either way. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So yeah, you're not. I mean, if you could test his blood, you could probably be pretty sure. But yeah, just aura checking right now. It's just a human.
Okay.
A happy human, apparently.
Oh right,
That's
that is
it,
that is definitely obfuscation. No happy person is in that much right here.
Not true. If I had that much right, I'd be pretty fucking happy.
And the other person that's there appears to be a Bruma.
Okay.
Both of those of slightly higher generation,
What's
but
that,
lower than you guys.
What's that emotion?
He kind of bored, almost. The Malkavian seems to be somewhat irritated.
Okay.
necessarily angry, but just kind of like frustrated. And so all four of them sit across the conference table from you four, and they say, the sheriff is the first one to speak up.
Mhm.
Says, well, thank you all gentlemen for coming. We appreciate your prompt response. There obviously wasn't a whole lot of heads up about this potential meeting. But I do have some questions about what occurred last night. Mason,
Did
told
you
us-
ever fill me in on what happened the other night?
You're about to find.
No, you didn't when you called me.
I
So I'll like kind of just like look legitimately confused, like something happened last night.
honestly, I don't think there was even a moment where I would have been able to fill you in. I probably was fucking doing other calls and
So yeah, I'll actually
yeah,
say like
I don't know. I don't think there would have been time.
something happened.
Yeah, like,
he
Don't
looks
trust
at
that guy.
I think verbally I might be like, we didn't fucking get a hold of him at all, did we?
I didn't call.
Huh. That's fair.
Who are you?
he's
Who
looks
are
at
you?
he
Oh,
looks
that's
at you
bad.
intently for a while.
He can look all he wants, but like as a character, like I had literally no clue.
Yeah, I don't think anyone info dumped on you.
No.
No.
So we got a meeting with the sheriff. Oh, it's a job. Oh, we're in trouble for last night. Like I said, ditch him on the boat in the Atlantic.
He actually pulls up a like PDA or whatever. We'll say it's probably like a Mac, what is it, Mac Air or something like that. Starts pulling up. You must be